We're just a bunch of kids playing basketball, having fun, and breaking some records in the process.
If you're coming into this program, you better accept the fact this is my Neverland.
Live by the 3, die by the 3. It's an old adage, but for one college basketball team, it's not just a philosophy, it's a way of life. While the NBA has seen teams like the Houston Rockets break records by leaning heavily into the three-point shot, what Grinnell College's basketball team achieved goes beyond comprehension. This is the story of a team that didn't just live by the 3, they thrived, shattered records, and changed the game forever by doing something no one thought was possible, taking only 3-pointers for an entire game. Basketball has always been a game of innovation. From the introduction of the three-point line in 1979 to the analytics-driven revolution that prioritizes efficiency, teams are constantly pushing boundaries. In the NBA, teams like the late 2010s Houston Rockets became famous for their embrace of the three-pointer, with James Harden leading the charge and Mike D'Antoni's shoot-first philosophy. The Rockets set an NBA record in 2019 by attempting 73 pointers in a single game. It was a performance that epitomized the live by the 3 mantra, and they weren't shy about it. But as bold as the Rockets' approach was, it pales in comparison to what Grinnell College has done. This small Division III school in Iowa took basketball's three-point obsession to another level entirely. They call it the system, a style of play that prioritizes speed, volume, and, above all, three-pointers. Grinnell doesn't just shoot threes, they've built their entire identity around them. It's not just basketball, it's controlled chaos, executed with surgical precision. Grinnell's coach, David Arsenault Jr., describes the philosophy as simple. The first shot is the best shot. But it's what follows that makes the system truly revolutionary. Every possession is designed to maximize three-point attempts while sacrificing almost everything else. Defense, optional, layups, pass them up.
And they're telling me, well, don't be afraid to get scored on. I'm thinking, well, I just spent my entire life learning to protect the basket.
The goal is simple: overwhelm the opposition with a barrage of threes until they can't keep up. So how does it work? The system is built on 6 core principles. The first shot is the best shot. Shoot as many three-pointers as possible. Allow uncontested layups to avoid wasting time on defense. Employ hockey-style substitutions every 3 to 6 minutes to keep players fresh. Crash the boards relentlessly for offensive rebounds. Push the pace relentlessly. This fast-paced, high-octane style doesn't just lead to wild games. It creates statistical anomalies that boggle the mind. In 2015, Grinnell averaged 58.4 three-point attempts per game, obliterating the NBA's all-time high of 45.5 set by the Rockets in 2020. But the most absurd example of their philosophy came during a game in 2022 when Grinnell attempted 111 three-pointers and didn't take a single two-point shot, not one.
Total people, so 5 wouldn't hurt. Phillips will try though. He'll try it again.
He will not take the layup. There's Hammond.
Let's rewind to that record-setting game. From the opening tip, it was clear this wasn't going to be an ordinary basketball game. Grinnell's players didn't even glance at the paint. Instead, they camped out beyond the arc, ready to launch at every opportunity. The ball barely touched the ground before someone fired off another three-pointer. Even when opportunities for easy layups presented themselves, the players stuck to the system. In one jaw-dropping moment, a Grinnell player intercepted a pass near the opponent's basket. With no defenders in sight, he had an open path to the rim. Instead of scoring the easiest 2 points of his life, he pivoted and kicked the ball out to a trailing teammate for a three-pointer. The crowd erupted, not out of disbelief, but out of admiration for the team's unwavering commitment to their philosophy. By the end of the game, Grinnell had made 40 of their 111 three-point attempts, finishing with an efficiency of 36%. It might not sound impressive at first glance, but consider this. 36% shooting from 3 equates to 54% shooting from 2. For context, most NBA teams consider 36% from deep to be elite, even in smaller volumes. Grinnell achieved this on a scale no one thought possible. Grinnell's record-breaking performance wasn't just about numbers, it was a demonstration of how dedication to a system can produce results that defy logic. But their impact goes beyond their own games. The system has inspired other teams, like Greenville University, to adopt similar approaches. Greenville even managed to score 200 points in a game in 2019, using a style that mirrors Grinnell's.
Free throw up, no good, rebounded by Nixon. We have Dix with it, Dix near the three-point line, he'll drive in, goes in the lane, puts it up, no good, Nixon puts it in. Tipped in by Barry Nixon. That's 200 points. Barry Nixon scores the 200th point of the game. This gym is incredibly loud. Everybody's screaming. They're mobbing the floors. They're going nuts. They're going wild. They're tackling on the floor. They're all excited. What a game. 200 points.
The philosophy has also influenced basketball at higher levels. While no NBA team would dare implement the system in its purest form, elements of it can be seen in the league's increased reliance on three-pointers. The Golden State Warriors, for example, revolutionized modern basketball with their emphasis on spacing and three-point shooting, though they balanced it with strong defense and ball movement. Even beyond basketball, Grinnell's approach is a reminder of the power of commitment. Their players pass up layups, fight through exhaustion, and embrace a grueling substitution pattern that keeps them constantly on the move. It's not just about winning games, it's about mastering a system and executing it flawlessly. Grinnell's influence extends beyond the court. For many fans, their games are a spectacle, a chaotic blend of strategy and insanity. But for the players, it's something more. Imagine being on a team where everyone has a green light to shoot. No ball hogs, no egos, just a collective commitment to the system. One fan reminisced about their intramural team that tried to emulate Grinnell's philosophy. They even forfeited a game after accidentally scoring a two-pointer, refusing to let it blemish their record. Another recalled watching Grinnell in the 1990s and marveling at their ability to outpace and outlast opponents with relentless pressure and rapid substitutions. But perhaps the most enduring legacy of the system is its ability to turn basketball into pure, unadulterated fun. For Grinnell's players, the game isn't just about the scoreline, it's about creating something unforgettable for themselves and their fans. So, what can we learn from Grinnell's approach? First, innovation requires risk. The system is unorthodox, but it's also brilliant in its simplicity. By focusing on one aspect of the game and mastering it, Grinnell has achieved feats no other team can match. Second, commitment is everything. Whether it's the players passing up layups or the coaches orchestrating line changes every few minutes, Grinnell's success is a testament to the power of discipline. Finally, Grinnell's story is a reminder that basketball, at its core, is a game. It's meant to be fun, exciting, and sometimes a little crazy. And in a world where analytics often strip sports of their unpredictability, Grinnell's chaotic brilliance is a breath of fresh air. The question now is, what's next for Grinnell? Can they push the boundaries of basketball even further, or has the system reached its peak? One thing's for sure, as long as they're on the court, basketball will never be the same. Stay tuned because the madness is far from over.